Hello. I am happy to be joining you guys to share the very exciting launch of Fitbook Lite. Sorry we're a few minutes late. I always have technical difficulties I don't understand. But anyway, here we are. If you don't know me, my name is Angela. I am the founder and chief fitlosopher here at Fitlosophy, and we are launching our Fitbook Lite today. So, T, can you grab me my Fitbook Lite? Where is it? Grab me one. I don't have it right here. So anyway, I'm really excited to launch with you guys and just share with you what the 4 tweaks are behind new Fitbook Lite and what those tweaks are, why you follow them, why 5 pounds, all these questions you might be having about Fitbook Lite. So first of all, just welcome. Thank you for coming. It's going to be about half an hour max. We have some giveaways and stuff at the end, so tune in. It's really fun. So first of all, do you guys like my new shirt? Look, goal getter. This is our new fit gear. I'm so excited about it. I was just telling Tiana, I'm not sure who's smart enough to launch 4 new tank tops in the dead of winter, but there you go. We launched them. Hopefully you guys like them. We're having fun. It's a whole bunch of bright, shiny objects around here. It's like early Christmas. So, but this is a little guy that I'm most excited to share with you guys, and it's Fitbook Lite. We've been working on it for about a year now. And I want to talk to you about what it is and what are the 4 tweaks. And the whole thing behind Fitbook Lite is Fitlosophy's really never done a product that's focused on weight loss because, you know, between you and me, weight loss was always something that, you know, made me feel like I wasn't reaching my goals, or if I was using a scale, it made me feel bad about myself and everything like that. So I've always been focused on goal setting. But the truth is that weight loss is correlated to healthy body weight, and we're all about healthy here at Fitlosophy, and I know you guys know that. But we wanted to come up with something that created healthy habits, that wasn't about a quick fix. And the truth is, Fitbook and Fitbook Lite and everything that we're about is about giving you hope, knowing that if you follow these things, you have hope that you can reach your goals. But what we aren't is hype. We don't sell quick fixes. We don't promise you anything that isn't sustainable, healthy, or realistic. I couldn't sleep at night if we did that. So with that, I want to introduce you to Fitbook Lite, tell you all about it, answer your questions, and just really tell you why I created it. So first of all, this is a little guy, and you guys, they're available for pre-order right now. They won't be shipping till December 15th, but they are available for pre-order right now. So if you're not on our newsletter to subscribe and get those, do that now because we do have a limited available. So anyway, let's jump into what Fitbook Lite is all about, because I promised you the 4 tweaks to lose 5 or more pounds in 6 weeks. So first of all, let's start with the 4 tweaks and what those are. I'm going to briefly touch on them. When you get Fitbook Lite, it actually does go into the detail behind each of the tweaks and teaches you more exactly what to do, but it's very simple. We try to take this concept of weight loss and I don't want to say dumb it down, but make it very simple for anybody that's new to weight loss or really just needs a different approach. So the first tweak is the Move 30. So the Move 30 goal is this. You should be, excuse me, somebody's calling. The first tweak is Move 30, and the idea is this. You should be moving for 30 minutes a day. Now, if you have a lot of weight to lose and you're really inactive and you don't move right now, going on a 30-minute walk a day is going to be a really good goal for you. However, you might also be a person that works out and goes to the gym, but you might sit a lot. The truth is, I was reading an article, you know, sitting is the new smoking. We at Fitlosophy got our fitness trackers. Here's my little fitness tracker right here. And we realized we weren't moving that much. We may go to the gym, but we weren't moving. So the goal is to move for 30 minutes a day. So a few stats just to kind of give you an idea. The truth is you don't need to be in the gym for 2 hours a day to see results. And actually they did a study on food journalers, and they found out that those people that moved for 30 minutes a day on average lost about 8 pounds, and those people that moved for an hour a day moved on average about 5, lost about 5 pounds. Why the difference? Well, part of it is if you're active, that's great. But a lot of times what we see is people aren't putting in intense workouts, and those intense workouts and really just focusing on quantity and not quality is going to be where you see results. So the goal is Move 30. So what we've done with Fitbook Lite is integrate digital trackers. So this is my jawbone. Can you see my cute little shiny thing. It's a bitten. It's a little, it's BYTTE, and we'll be giving some away next week. It's so cute. It makes it gold. Can you guys see it? So cute. That decorates it, so I actually look stylish. Or, you know what, where's my pedometer? We have our new little Live Life Fit pedometers that are available on our website as well. So whether you want to spend, you know, $100 on a digital tracker, or how much are pedometers? $10? Yeah, if you want to spend $10 on a pedometer, this will just give you the numbers so that you know you're reaching your goals. On average, they say you should be walking about 10,000 steps a day, and trust me, it's actually harder than you think. So I now walk to the coffee shop right down the road instead of driving, and do things to get my steps in. So the first tweak is move for 30. Part of the move 30 goal is having an accountability buddy. That's someone that you're going to work with throughout the 6-week program, so that you're just texting in your workouts for the day and the week ahead. You know, we did a beta test, and I'll talk to you about that in a little bit, but everybody had an accountability buddy. And the great thing about that is I would literally snap a picture of my workouts for the week in the Fitbook Lite in the little planning section. Let me show you. And then what I would do is text that to my accountability buddy. And that was Allie. And here's the little weekly plan. So I just plan out the week ahead, and then it has all these like checklists to remind you what to do for the week. So the cool thing about the accountability buddy is Allie knew exactly when I was going to be working out that week, and then I would text her, you know, if I did my workouts or not. What they've found is you're 76% more likely to reach your goal if you write it down and tell a friend. So we have built the accountability system into Fitbook Lite. So first week, move for 30. Okay. Next week is sip 8. So, whoa, here's my new water bottle. I'm super excited about this. Now, anybody that knows me or has followed me on social media, I don't like to drink water. I like to drink coffee, and I like to drink wine, and I don't like to drink water. Like, I even have my coffee right here. It's pretty sad. But I will say this, and it's not because we're selling them. You guys, I drink water like crazy now because it's infused and it has citrus in it. So what we do in Fitbook Lite is give you tips on how to drink more water, because everyone knows you should be drinking 8 glasses of water. So the second tweak is sip 8. So whatever whatever those tweaks are you need to make that happen. For me, it was using something like an infused water bottle, because it makes it taste really good. It adds citrus. I think we have a recipe we're doing tomorrow, which is like cranberry and mint, strawberry and basil, whatever it is you want to do, but it helps me reach the goal of sipping 8. Now, one thing that we do in Fitbook Lite at the beginning is you calculate how much water you should be drinking on a daily basis and aim for that. So for example, this water bottle is 24 ounces, okay? I know that the best way to calculate how much water you need is take your body weight in pounds and divide that by 2. So let's say I weigh 120, divide that by 2. I should be drinking 60 ounces of water a day. If I have a 24-ounce bottle, I need to be drinking 3 of those a day. Ideally, anywhere around 64 ounces a day is what you should aim for. But Fitbook Lite makes it easy. Drink 8 glasses of water. So that's the second tweak for you. One thing that we found is people that drank 2 cups of water before a meal consumed on average, they actually lost an average of 4.5 pounds compared to people that did not drink any water before the meal. So what we know is it fills you up. A lot of times you don't know the difference between hunger and between being thirsty. So drink that water before your meals as well. Build that in. So the next thing is eat 5. So the first one's move for 30. Next one's sip 8. The third one is eat 5. So everyone knows we should be eating our fruits and vegetables. That's not any groundbreaking news for you guys. But what Fitbook Lite does is remind you on a daily basis. And I'll show you what that looks like. So part of it, let me give you some stats on why this eat 5 works. So first of all, if you really focus on filling up on fruits and veggies, what they found is that eating a side salad before a meal, for example, reduces your total calorie intake by about 12%. And if you change that to a veggie soup, which is actually like a water-based broth soup, you consume on average, or you cut your intake by 20%. So what does that mean? It means that you're filling your body up with healthy foods before you eat the rest of your meal, and your overall calorie intake is less. Now, I don't count calories. I don't do that. I get really obsessed when I do that. But if I know that my one tweak is to eat 5 servings of fruits and vegetables a day and I'm going to be more likely to reach my goals, then I'll absolutely follow that tweak. Here's the other thing. Some people skip out on fruit because they think they're high sugar because, and fruits do have natural sources of sugars, but the problem is if you skip fruits, you're also skipping out on a lot of important nutrients. So what's important when it comes to fruit is that you're eating the right fruits on the lower glycemic index, not as sugary. So like bananas, for example, tend to be higher sugar fruits, right? But those are actually perfect pre-workout food. Your body needs the little infusion of carbs to give you energy to work out. So yeah, you may not want to eat a banana before bedtime, but it's a perfect pre-workout snack. Some of the lower glycemic fruits that you may want to eat, other times of the day would be apples, oranges, grapefruits, apricots, things like that, that are a little bit lower on the sugar side. But that said, they did this study, and I'm going to read it because I can't remember off the top of my head. So they have this thing called the swap out principle. What they found is that fruit eaters tend to weigh less. And here's why. Because people would substitute fruit in this swap out principle. Instead of, say, like a cookie, they would choose fruit. But no one's going to choose broccoli instead of a cookie. So the swap out principle is that a lot of times fruit tends to be that natural sugar fix that we need. So when you're needing something sweet, instead of reaching for a cookie or rather than reaching for ice cream or whatever it is you're craving, cure it with natural sugars and just eat them in moderation. So eat 5, your fruits and veggies. That's the third tweak. So we got move for 30, we got sip 8, we got eat 5, and the last tweak that I'm going to share with you, and again, these are all just the stats to tell you a little bit of what's in it, but Fitbook Lite goes into way more detail. The last one is stop by 9. And this one's actually a very personal one for me because this was my biggest struggle. I would be working late at night. I'm a night owl. I'm an entrepreneur. I work at night on my laptop, and I would get hungry at like midnight, and that's not like the ideal time to be eating. And so this was something that I thought, if I could create something where it reminded me to stop and gave me tips and tricks on not doing that. Because honestly, you guys, any calories you're eating after 9 o'clock are going to be stored as fat. There are some exceptions with, depending on your goals and eating protein at night and things like that. But for the most part, we don't need any extra energy at night. So they did the study also, and everything in here is study-based if you can't tell. What they found is that on average, night owls tend to eat 248 extra calories per day, with the majority of those being after 9 o'clock. What that means is people like me that tend to operate at night, I work at night, I get creative at night, you get hungry and you snack on little extra things that aren't necessary. So what we've done in Fitbook Lite is create this tweak, stop eating by 9, that's it. So one of the tips I tell you is add a reminder in your phone. I have a reminder in my phone to actually turn off my computer. So if you guys catch me on Instagram and stuff, it's because I'm on my phone. But to close the kitchen, no eating after 9 o'clock. One thing too is to sip some green tea and read a book. TV actually will keep you awake, as you guys know, but green tea actually tricks your mind into thinking you're full. So one idea is to, at 9 o'clock, have a cup of green tea and grab a book and relax and try to get your body into that winding down mode. I am a night owl. I do work at night, and I'm not going to necessarily change how I operate all the time. But what I do know is if I have that visual reminder of Fitbook Lite telling me stop by 9, I know that, I've got my water bottle and I'm just going to sip the water. And then I tend to go to bed because it's better to go to bed than to snack on something. So anyway, the 4 tweaks in just kind of wrapping that up is the move for 30, the sip 8, the eat 5, and the stop by 9. So those are the 4 tweaks, you guys. And I really just wanted to, one tweak that we didn't include, which is kind of correlated to the stop by 9, is sleeping. Now, the reason I didn't make that a tweak is this. A lot of you are moms. A lot of you, work night shifts. A lot of you have different jobs and a lot of things going in your life that you can't control, that you can or can't sleep 8 hours a night. But what we do know is you are 30% less likely to gain weight if you're sleeping for a full 8 hours a night. So aim for 7 to 8 hours a night. It boosts your metabolism. It aids in weight loss. Those are all good things, but it's not one of the tweaks because frankly, I wanted to provide you with tweaks that are possible, no matter what. So the 4 tweaks, if you guys are on Twitter tweeting, we have a lot of live tweeters out there. You guys tweet the 4 tweaks right now. Use all the hashtags. So the hashtag 4 tweaks or hashtag move 30, sip 8, eat 5, and stop by none. Those are your 4 tweaks. Now, what does that mean for you guys? It means that these are healthy, sustainable weight loss habits that you can make. Okay, so what does that mean when it comes to fitbook Lite, and what does it mean when we're talking about weight loss? Because philosophy, we've really never been about weight loss. That's not our thing. But the truth is, a lot of people have goals to lose weight, and I wanted to provide you guys something that was very healthy and very sustainable. So what about the 5 pounds? So those are the 4 tweaks, and it says to lose 5 pounds. Now, this isn't just a marketing saying, even though, yeah, I was really excited that it was 5 pounds in 6 weeks. The truth is that 5 pounds, whether you are kickstarting your weight loss journey or whether you are losing those last 5 pounds, 5 pounds is very, very reasonable amount of weight to lose in 6 weeks. It's averaging about a pound a week, which is healthy. And that means to me that you're learning healthy habits over the next 6 weeks. But also there's something about, even if you have, you know, a lot of people ask me, well, what if I have a lot more than just 5 pounds to lose? Well, guess what? This will give you the motivation and this will excite you because you'll finally see results. What I don't want to provide you with is something that's going to give you quick weight loss really fast and then you gain it back. That is what I don't want. So this just really gives you a kick, like I call it a kickstart in the right direction, a little healthy kick in the pants, and gets you going there. Or on the flip side, what if you really don't have 5 pounds to lose? And I'm really adamant about this. There are a lot of people that think they need to lose 5 pounds, and you know who you are, and you don't. Maybe you need to work on your body fat. Maybe you could work on, inches. Maybe you need to work on more performance-related things, but not all goals need to be around weight loss. And that's really, really important for me to help you understand. So even though Fitbook talks about losing 5 pounds, the truth is whenever we did our beta test study, we found that people reached a whole lot of other goals. Some people reached goals like stopping smoking. Some people lost a ton of inches. Some people just focused on how their clothes fit. So we're going to talk about what that looks like. So the one thing I want to talk about on the 5 pounds is, remember, it's your goal. It's what is personal for you. But we talk about 5 pounds because I want to get you started in the right direction. So the last thing, what is the 6 weeks all about? Well, anybody that knows and loves Fitbook knows that Fitbook is a 12-week fitness and nutrition journal. So why 6 weeks? Well, 12 weeks is a little bit long for some people, and they would feel like they got frustrated and they weren't seeing the results that they wanted. So we wanted to provide something that was a little bit more bite-sized, so to speak, and smaller than Fitbook. So what I want to talk about now is, what is the difference between Fitbook and Fitbook Lite? Should I buy Fitbook? Should I buy Fitbook Lite? Which one? Well, the way I look at Fitbook Lite is it really is a baby step into the process of learning to journal. Some people have really never used a journal to journal their food, to journal their workouts, to set goals. And this is a really good step into that. It also is a little bit more hand-holding. So some people may not know exactly what to do, and that's exactly what I want to do. I want to make it simple. Fitbook is perfect for the person that knows, we have a ton of bodybuilders and competitors and professional athletes, and we have, marathon runners. We have a lot of those types of professional athletes that use Fitbook because when they go to the gym, they know exactly what to do, and they know exactly what they should eat and everything, which is great. But what I thought about Fitbook Lite is, I didn't learn all this just by, on my own. It took me years of learning this. So what can I do by providing people with little tiny education tips along the way so that they can learn and get excited and motivated and then learn along the way? So Fitbook is really this entry point into reaching your goals. So I want to talk to you about what makes it different, and we'll go from there. So literally Fitbook Lite, you'll even see my picture when you open it, and red handwriting, because of course, if it's my handwriting, it's got to be red. I literally coach you through every step of the way. There is red handwriting on every page. And I tell you, on eat 5 vegetables and fruits today. I tell you, sip your 8, water. I tell you, little encouraging bits of information along the way. And I do that because I think that it helps if over the 6 weeks you feel like you really have someone coaching you and there with you every step of the way. The other thing is, like I said, the digital trackers. We have space every day to log your digital digits. So that is not only the Move 30 goal, but whenever you have a pedometer or a Fitbit or a Jawbone, whatever it is, you can literally log your digits every day and see if you're reaching those goals. So it integrates. So it's the most like non-techie product, but it is techie because it integrates with trackers. You guys like that? It's pretty exciting. We're excited about that. The other thing, we include weekly plan checklists. So if you don't know what to do on a weekly basis, plan your workouts, plan your meals, check out with your accountability buddy, things like that. We'll provide that for you. And then one of the coolest things is that everybody that purchases Fitbook Lite gets a download to a free 3-day Kickstart ebook. It's a $9.95. It can be purchased on the website in a couple weeks. But the ebook really does give you that kickstart you need, the little, like I said, a little healthy nudge in the right direction, with a meal plan, with workouts, with exactly kind of what you need to kickstart your process with Fitbook Lite. So we provide that for you as a free download as part of buying Fitbook Lite right there. So one thing I want to talk about, and I'm really excited to share with you guys, is, like I said, we had a beta test. So this has kind of been going on in the background. We had, what was it, like about 30 people? About 30 people participate in a beta test with us. And this was just my little way of finding out, what do people like about Fitbook Lite? What do they not like about it? What should we do differently? Things like that. And honestly, you guys, I was a little nervous going into it because, to be honest, I wanted it to work, and this was my idea that it would work, and it was all based on research, but will it really work? And I think that was kind of the scary part for me was, can Fitbook Lite work, or, in reality, or is it just, in theory? And so we had these people undergo this 6-week test using Fitbook Lite. I can be honest with you, we did not tell them what to eat. We did not give them workouts. We didn't do anything, because the truth was I wanted to give them this. And because you at home, when you buy this, this is all you have. Other than the free ebook, that's all you have. And so I really wanted it to be something that authentically showed if Fitbook Lite worked. And here's the results we saw. So in our test, we found that 38% of participants lost between 1 and 4 pounds. 38% of participants lost between 5 and 9 pounds during the beta test. And it was really cool to see that 5% of our participants lost 10 or more pounds during this process. So the truth is, almost everybody during the process lost a significant amount of weight. But what was interesting for me is, if you add those up, 76% of people lost anywhere between 1 and 9 pounds. Well, that number comes up all the time, 76%. 76% of Fitbookers lose weight in the first 12 weeks as well. We actually see a little bit more weight loss in Fitbook Lite based on the beta test. But another study out there is that 76% of people reach goals just by writing them down. So it's not a coincidence that this whole process of actually physically using a pen, writing it down, is what it takes to reach your goals. So it's really neat to see those. So I kind of want to share some cool stuff with you guys. Where is the, we have a Fitbooker that she, Tiana, can you come in or your password? We have a Fitbooker that she was nice enough to share her results with us, and I'm going to bring up her before and after pictures for you to show you. But her name is Lisa, and she actually couldn't be on the Hangout with us today, but I have some pictures to show you, which is really cool. And here's her results and what those look like. She lost an amazing 9.4 pounds. That's okay. Is it not going to work? Do I have her picture? You know what I'll do is I'll post her picture on the Google Hangout page. We're having a few technical difficulties. Sorry about that. But she lost 9.4 pounds in 6 weeks. She lost a total of 7 inches. She lost a 2 1/4 inches on her chest, 1 1/4 inches on her waist, 2 3/4 inches on her hips, and 3/4 inches off her thighs. So Lisa did an awesome job. But here's the other thing that we like to share with you guys is she she was the best thing that she saw come from it, and I wish we could actually have her on the call with us, is that she had an increased body confidence. She started seeing a change in how her clothes were fitting. And it was all just because of being part of the beta test and learning that she was capable of losing this weight. Like I mentioned earlier, we had people in the test. We had one woman, she lost 8 pounds on the program as well. One woman stopped smoking, which was amazing. So it was really neat to see our team come together and see such amazing results. And so I'm just so grateful for our, we call them our Fab Fit Bookers, who really underwent this, little beta test with us to see, does this work? And I'm so proud and so happy to tell you that it does work. And that's why we're excited to launch it today. So I know I have all my Fab Fit Bookers on the Google Hangout. Thank you guys for joining. And thank you so much for being a part and trusting me to kind of to test this out and see if it's going to work. So what I'd like to do now is open it up for questions. And we do have a chat functionality so that you guys are able to ask me questions. And if you have any questions, please chime in, and I'm happy to answer any of those. And while I'm waiting for some of the questions to come in, why don't you guys go ahead and one thing, I know we have a lot going on Twitter right now. Just a reminder, whoever is the most active on Twitter, we're going to be giving away some of these babies. We're also on Instagram. So if you actually take a screen capture of the Google chat right now and regram that, usually, tag me, Fitbook, and use hashtag FitbookLite. We'll be doing giveaways all day. And then I want you to join me at 5 o'clock Pacific Standard Time on Instagram. I'm going to be giving away 5 of these as well. So we're doing a lot of fun stuff. One thing that I want to tell you is that we have basically between now and midnight tomorrow, we are going to be randomly picking 6 people that purchase a Fitbook Lite. We launched it yesterday only to our internal Fitbooker list. So if you have got that email, you are one of our Fitbookers. We're launching today and tomorrow, and then through Sunday. Anybody who places an order for Fitbook Lite, we're choosing 6 random winners, and you will win a $50 gift card to do some Christmas shopping on our website. So place your order now if you want to pre-order that. One thing to make a note about Fitbook Lite is this: it will be shipping on February 15th. So you will get them in time for Christmas. Make sure. What did I say? You guys, not doing good. Okay, thank you, Tiana. Those will be shipping on December 15th, and you'll get them under your Christmas tree. But make sure if you want this for New Year's, order by December. What do you think, T? Like December 22nd? December 22nd, 21st to be safe. We want to make sure that everybody gets them in time, okay? So with that, I have a few questions that have come in, and I want to make sure that I answer those let's see, I have questions coming in on Twitter too. Oh my gosh, this is all over the place. Okay, guys, this is fun. All right, so one of the questions is, let's see, okay, so this is someone that has used Fitbook for some time now and wants to know, do I continue using Fitbook or should I give Fitbook Lite a try? And my answer to you is going to be, it depends on what your goal is, okay? If you are really looking to lose weight and you're kind of at a plateau and you aren't reaching your goals and you really can't, whether it's your body fat or the scale, whether you can't get anything to budge, I really think Fitbook Lite is a good way to take a whole different approach. Fitbook's been around for almost 7 years now, and if you've used that religiously for some time and seen results, great. If you haven't used it for a while, or if you've never tried Fitbook, one thing about Fitbook is it is really a template. We don't tell you what to eat. We don't tell you what to do in your workouts. It really is just, gives you space to write. Fitbook Lite is going to take more of a hand-holding approach. The other thing on that too is Fitbook Lite does have just a little bit different of a format and a feel. It's a little bit more inspirational. It's a little bit more mind-body. So each week we have what's called a weekly weigh-in. Now, weekly weigh-in does not just mean weigh in on the scale. Weekly weigh-in is to weigh in on how you're feeling physically and how you're weigh in on how you're feeling mentally. So it really brings journaling into the process of how are you feeling? Where's your mindset at? Are you feeling motivated? Are you feeling frustrated? Where are you at? Because what you're going to find is as you dial in on your emotions, you're going to get much more effective at reaching your goals. So the other thing on that, we do stress, and this is one important thing too, don't weigh daily. If you have a Fitbook Lite, anything, we do not encourage weighing daily. The truth is your weight can fluctuate up and down by a pound or two depending on what time of day you weigh, and that will drive you crazy. So as someone who, I actually don't weigh on the scale very often, you guys. I just don't. I focus more on how my clothes feel and stuff like that. But if weight is something that you're wanting to lose on the scale, just weigh weekly. And that's why we encourage you to do that with Fitbook Lite. So I have another question coming in. Let me check it and answer that. Okay, we have all these people. Okay, perfect. All right, so we have a question. Okay, the question is, which of the 4 tweaks do we feel like is, based on the beta test, was the most difficult for some of our beta testers to follow? This is one of the beta testers asking, because we did a survey and they want to know what did we find out. So we did survey all our beta testers at the end, and we'll be publishing those results for you guys as research. But what we did find was this, that the one that was most difficult, it seemed like, for people was the stop by 9. So one thing that I've done in seeing that is identify, and I've done a lot of research on this, is the stop by 9 really is where emotional eating comes into play. And I talked about that a little earlier. But in the ebook, I actually include an entire chapter on tips to kick your emotional eating. And I write this from a very, personal perspective and knowing what that feels like. And gave you tips and tricks on how to really get a hold of your emotions, to really conquer emotional eating for good, and really not just overcome the emotional eating where you're eating at night and you're eating weight. Like I joke, but I've joked on my blog before, like before you're elbow deep in your peanut butter. The truth is a lot of times we eat our emotions, whether we're stressed, whether we're unhappy, whether we're tired, whether we're lonely, whatever those things are, a lot of times we'll use food to comfort us. And don't think you're alone if you're like that. I have a company called Fitlosophy and I still struggle with that. So that's why we create tools like this. But the ebook, I do write a whole article on how to beat those. Don't just decide, okay, I'm not going to do this, I'm going to stop by 9, but we actually give you tips that you can implement in your everyday life. So good question. That was the toughest tweak for our Fitbook beta testers, our light beta testers. And actually it was just fun to see what worked for them and what didn't work for them, things like that. So we will be sharing those results with you guys. And let me check. I think we're almost out of time. I want to be really mindful of time with you guys. So I'm going to just kind of like wrap this up, and then I'll share with you information on how to get Fitbook Lite, okay? So at the end of the day, Fitbook Lite is not, it's not a quick fix. It is a healthy lifestyle. And it is going to be what you need to do to kind of take control of your health once and for all. And really, if you're in a place where you're needing to make some healthy changes and you just don't know what else to try, I would just really encourage you to give it a try. Like I said, this is about giving you something new to try. And honestly, I believe wholeheartedly in this product. I am so grateful that you guys have trusted me to share my tips with you. Nothing that I've shared today is groundbreaking, but these are the 4 things that are going to stand between you and your goals. I guarantee it. So what I can help you do is create those healthy habits, decide, okay, for once and for all, I'm going to give myself 6 weeks to reach these goals. And I want you to commit to it. I want you to really go in and be confident that you can do this for 6 weeks. Just follow the process. I was telling my beta testers the whole time, just trust the process. So With that, those are your 4 tweaks. I would love to hear from you. I would love any questions you have. But honestly, I am so excited. I just am so grateful that you guys have loved Fitbook for as long as you have, and they are open to a new product and something that is focused on weight loss that hopefully gets to your goals. So with that, a few housekeeping items. Again, we're randomly picking 6 people, so you guys can actually go online, getfitbook.com, and you guys can pre-order your Fitbook Lite. It's on the home screen. You can't miss it. When you pre-order, those will be shipping on December 15th, not February, December 15th, so they will be there in time for Christmas. And make sure you order it in time to get it for New Year's as well. The other thing is, like I said, we've been live tweeting through the whole thing. My phone is blowing up over here. It's really distracting. You guys are tweeting away, which is awesome. We will be picking winners to win a FitFuser water bottle. And then if you guys haven't checked it out, we have our new tank tops I showed you at the beginning. We have 4 new styles for women, and we have a couple new styles for guys as well. So I'll be sharing those on social media. They're so fun. Just note to self, I may want to do a long sleeve one since it's winter, but really excited, and thank you for joining us. And you guys can always reach out to me on Instagram. I'm Fitbook. On Facebook, we're Fitbook by Fitlosophy, and Twitter, we're Fitbook as well, and then always on our website at getfitbook.com. Thank you so much. I'm excited to see what you guys think of Fitbook Lite. Stay tuned as we kick off more fun things for you starting in the new year, and until then, have a very, very happy holidays. Thanks, guys.